Hey, Miss Angelina, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. It's good to see you today.
Good to see you.
So, how's the day been going?
It's been good.
Good.
I'm sleepy today, but it was good.
I'm a little tired too.
Me too.
Just back from Thanksgiving break.
Too much
Looking
turkey.
forward to Christmas. Yes. So, basically, what we're going to do today, I'll observe your class.
Yep.
And hopefully, you will walk away with two things. One thing that you feel inspired and encouraged by, but also something that maybe you can think of that you can add to your classes in the future to make them even more spicy, or just to kind of make them what you hope they would be.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to discuss today. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how do you think class went today?
I think it went pretty well. It was a lot of talking at the beginning, which I don't like, especially PE teacher. I like to be active the whole time.
Okay.
But I thought it went well. I think they responded to those new expectations okay that we're required to do.
Okay.
But I think it went okay. They love basketball, so they did a pretty good job following directions.
It's funny because when you were talking about the new expectations, you were talking about the respect that's been missing in the classroom, and I thought, man, I couldn't tell that. So it's obvious that whatever you've been doing has been working, because you seem to really have the kids engaged in what you were talking about.
Thank you.
I didn't see a lot of the little side conversations.
That's good.
People seemed pretty engaged, so that was encouraging. I was impressed. I thought, wow, they must have whipped it in shape.
They got it together.
So that's awesome.
Well, good. That's encouraging.
So when you think about the class today, what is something you feel like, man, I really did a good job with that. I did that well.
I feel like keeping directions short with them, especially once we went up to the gym, they don't do very well listening. They want to go and be active. So that was good. The thing that wasn't good was being a PE teacher, the gym being taken. Yeah. But they did very, very well, I think, with that. They kind of just hung out for a second, and they adapted. It was their idea to be half court while they were taking pictures. So I thought they did a very good job with that, too.
Now, I noticed that, and I actually jotted that down, that I was pretty impressed that you had a little snafu. You come into the gym, you're expecting to run a class, and here's the soccer team taking pictures. But, it wasn't like you guys sat down for too long, you weren't trying to think what to do. You did a good job of quickly, okay, what can we do? And I thought that was your idea for the no run half court. That was the kids' idea.
They helped me, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's really encouraging. And I thought your improvising was really good in that situation. But another thing I noticed is this is a class of freshmen, right?
Yeah.
From what I've heard and what I've noticed, I don't have a lot of freshmen, but it seems as though the freshmen can be a rowdy bunch.
Yeah. You
had them engaged, and you had their attention. And to be honest, I think for a woman in that position, sometimes it can be hard to take all these, because there's a lot of guys in there, and put them all together. But you didn't seem intimidated. You were very confident. It was very encouraging the way that you kept control of the class. So I was impressed by that.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Appreciate it.
And I also agree. I think that you did a good job improvising with the little snafu.
They helped me out a little bit.
Yeah. So I saw you talk to the soccer guys over there. What were they telling you?
I asked the photographer. I didn't see the coach at first.
Okay.
I didn't see him. He was behind, and so I was like, "Hey, how long are you gonna be in here?" And he comes forward. He's like, 3 minutes, and then walked away. And didn't say sorry. And I was like, "Okay," and walked away.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you went and you let them know we're here. We're here to have class. So that's good. So what do you think you could have done differently? What could have been better in class today?
I think I should have thought about that, about adapting to half court quicker. But that's okay. That's a good thing they have my back, so they can help me out. Another thing, as I was demonstrating, I feel like a little bit of, they could have been more, I don't know, together in that grouping instead of, I feel like I lost a couple. But as I was going around, I kind of caught up on that when they were individually practicing.
Okay.
The one thing I would change is, which I couldn't really change, I was talking a lot down here, which I normally don't before we went upstairs.
Okay.
That was just kind of one of those things that it was kind of a last minute at the meeting yesterday. You need to be telling them this stuff. And I was like, well. But other than that, they love basketball. And so they all semester, almost every day, they're like, when are we playing basketball? We're playing basketball today. And I almost got frustrated at first to go, before Christmas.
Right.
I feel like it went okay. I can always be a lot more, I don't know, in your head, you know what you're saying. And like I was saying today, for some reason my brain and my mouth don't want to cooperate together.
Right.
And so I feel like I could have been a little bit more explicit on on how to properly shoot, because as I was going around more students than I was hoping were kind of struggling. But that's one thing I would just take it a little bit slower and break it down.
Right. Okay. Well, you know, I thought that with the discussion down here, I thought you did a good job with that. I thought you were concise enough, and that information seemed as though it needed to be communicated, which was good. The upstairs, I see what you were talking about with the grouping. I thought Tyon and the other girl,
Renee,
I thought they did a good job with their demonstration, the way he was holding the ball, and that was really good. I think when they kind of paired up, though, they seemed to go with their friends and then start doing their own thing. So what do you think could be something you could do differently to help that to go a little smoother with the pairing ups or the groups?
Sometimes what I've done before and they don't like it, so I'll have them go toe-to-toe on a line, so they'll stand like you and I go toe-to-toe. Here's our line, our toes are facing each other. And then I'll grab, so they're with their best friend, like, oh yeah, let's go.
Right, that's my partner.
And then, so they're, basically it forms two lines, and I'll grab people who are sitting next to each other, like, dang it.
That's good.
So that's good. Okay. But I do like to give it, because we did that for a while, different kind of things where they think that they're with their best friend, and then be kind of frustrated that they weren't.
Right.
And so sometimes I'll let them just pick if it goes quicker, and because downstairs we kind of took a little bit extra time, I let them just pick to go. But I agree, I kind of lost them for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm sure you got them back together. I'm sure. You know, I didn't get to see that ending part there, but I think that beginning, I can see where that would have really helped this time. Maybe that toe-to-toe thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep on focus. So that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm encouraged. You know, first-year teacher doing awesome things.
Thank you.
You know, there was a lot of things that you did that I can learn from. I thought that the way that from the front of the class, when you were speaking to them, kind of that direct teaching.
Yeah.
You weren't standing up and it wasn't intimidating. You were sitting on the desk. You were kind of pulled in with them, kind of on their level.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that's a great way to pull them in and help them to hear you and stay engaged. So I was really encouraged. I thought you did an excellent job today.
Thank you.
Great job with your teaching.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
You enjoy your evening.
Hey, you too.
All right.
Have a great one.